It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Baltimore Orioles. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the mound now, Kyle Bradish. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. And there's the ball. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
Righty delivers. There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So up next, Jackson Merrill. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And that's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back now at Oriole Park. And our pitcher tonight, Joe Musgrove. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Enrique Bradfield Jr., the next to hit for the Orioles. Musgrove, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, blocked.
Count 1-0.
Fought off foul.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Larnach brings it in with a nice running grab. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. And a foul ball. Henderson went deep in his most recent game. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And the runner holds.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Pete Alonso in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Popped up. Flores under it. And that is that. Game 1 of the World Series. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. And that's a strike. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And a swing and a miss. And there's one away.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And it's fouled away.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez, Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
Toss to Alonso, and a couple of quick outs to third, and that one handled to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing. We head to the bottom of the second, and here is Livan Soto. Musgrove back to work. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Sliced hard but foul. No score here in the second. And that one is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire. But Boog Dixon, maybe a little bit more hitter-friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners. So we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Inside, almost got him. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the catcher to hit, Ethan Salas. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Salas with a homer in his last game.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
That's hard hit on the line. That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Dylan Beavers, the next to hit for the Orioles. Beavers turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. 2 outs. Up the middle to second. There's Cronenworth. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And now it's Wilmer Flores.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. That one pulled foul. Top of the 3rd, no score. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now here's Jake Bauers. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1. On the inside corner for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So the batting order turns over. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Out to short. Henderson. They take the force out, and that's the 3rd out. Padres lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, stepping in the long ball threat, Kobe Mayo. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. Next offering is fouled back. That's off the inside corner. 3-1 now. That one is absolutely belted. It bangs off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Angelo Cooper, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out towards left center. Larnach pulls it down. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Enrique Bradfield Jr. That one in there across the letters.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
One away with a runner at third here in Game 1 of the World Series.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
This one in the air. Bogarts puts it away for the out. At the plate, Gunnar Henderson went down on strikes his first time through. Just missed. Bogarts sends it across to first, and that's the inning. 1 left for the Orioles, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Baltimore, on to the 4th, stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a foul straight back. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here comes Manny Machado.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
And Manny gets a piece. 4th inning underway, no score. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one close, ruled a ball. 1-0. Tatis goes 6 feet 3 inches, 215 pounds, and he won the Silver Slugger at his position in the National League last year.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the
toss to Alonso, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Still no score. Back now at Oriole Park. Bottom 4. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. First pitch misses.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Merrill hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And next for the Orioles, Livan Soto. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
2 is the count.
1 out, base is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Tag.
He's in there. He's
Save.
safe.
Bang, bang, play. That was close.
Everything came together for him. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Holiday in the box now. Takes strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
This one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2
Well
strikes.
done behind the dish. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
And now Ethan Salas swinging a foul out of play.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Bradish back to work. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Ripped to short. On to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Trevor Larnach. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in there for a strike. A slider that finds the mark. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Bradfield sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. So digging in, Wilmer Flores. Struck out swinging his first time. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. A single his first time. That one fouled off. In the air, center field. Beavers under it. And that'll do it. 1 left for San Diego. Halfway through this one. Still no score. Game 1 of the World Series. Here's the center fielder, Dylan Beavers. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Orioles finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Late on that fastball.
2-2 the count.
And that one is inside. Makes the sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out. And now, Kobe Mayo doubled in his first AB. Ball one low.
Ball one, no strike.
Base is empty, one away here in game one of the World Series. Swing and a miss.
One ball, two strikes.
Inside. The count now 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And down on strikes. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
And now it's going to be Angelo Cooper. Next offering is foul back. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, Cronenworth. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Sixth inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. All set for the top of the sixth. And now the DH, Jake Bauers. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And here comes Sander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 in this one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Mayo makes the catch, and there's one down. Here's Manny Machado now, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And there's a curve through for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling. Henderson, there's one. He's out. Double play. He's out. What a twin killing to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Henderson up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout. So those.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And he's got a double.
Well, this one started with a bad jump, a bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation. Can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Joe Musgrove is done in this one, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ron Marinaccio.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Here's Pete Alonso. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's safe. And now they trail by one.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
And now here is Livan Soto. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Adrian Morejon, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Adam warming up as well. Goes down looking.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And the batter now, Jackson Holliday. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. We go to the top of the 7th. And the batter now, Luis Campusano. And that drops in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. And the count is 1-2. In the air, right field. Bradfield sizes this one up, hauls it in, and there's one away. Stepping in, Trevor Larnach. In there at the knees, 0-1. Bases empty, one away here in the late stages of game 1. Lifted in the air, out to left. Mayo puts it away, out number 2. So 2 down now, and here is Wilmer Flores. That one misses, ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Cronenworth in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Back-to-back base hits. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now it's the DH, Jake Bauers. He had a big swing back in the sixth. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kyle Bradish will depart, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Grayson Rodriguez.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
On the ground, and that chance handled. Got him on the off-balance throw. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. Seventh inning stretch time. It's the Padres 2 and the Orioles 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Adrian Morejon.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game, and now the switch hitting catcher, Ethan Salas. That's in for a strike.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
High fly ball out towards left field. On the move, racing back. Can't get there. This one lands foul. That's off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
That one missed.
2 strikes.
And it's filled up. Dylan Beavers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hit in the air, center field. Merrill under it. He's got it, and there's one down. Dylan Beavers, the next to hit for the Orioles. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the grab, 2-away down. So up next, Kobe Mayo. High fly ball, right field. Tatis under this one. Corrals it. And the inning is over. Back here in Baltimore. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Fastball for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And that one is lifted in the air, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now here is Jackson Merrill. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Bogaerts on at first. Nobody out. And that is out of play. And that misses. Now 1-2. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
In the dirt.
0-1.
First and second, no outs. Here in game 1 of the World Series. This one in the air, right field. Bradfield pulls that one down. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. 0 for 3 in this one. There's the strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And now the count is even.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
In the air, left side. Mayo under it, and he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they lead by 2.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
Capusano stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Not in time. He's safe. Man on second, 2 down. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Orioles 1. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Angelo Cooper. Morejon back to work. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Bullpen action for the Padres. Robert Suarez, the closer, is getting loose. Adam getting loose as well. Swings and misses. And a count 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now Enrique Bradfield Jr.
0-1's the count.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. That one just misses. Full count pitch. He'll have to wait. Time called to the plate. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Adrian Morejon departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Jason Adam into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Henderson at the plate now. That's ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And the count 1-2. The tying run at the plate. Campusano tries to block it, but it gets away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Fouled off. He was late. Tying run at the plate. And that's downstairs. Now 1-2. In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's outside. Full count 3-2. Livan Soto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. Man at second. And the tying run is on base.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
And next is the designated hitter, Livan Soto.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Little chopper rolls foul. Right side. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. So a job well done. Back now at Oriole Park. Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And that one ripped into right, and foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Mayo ranging back, going, gone. And they add to the lead. It's 4-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Flores in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one to triple digits.
Boog just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And foul ball.
Good wood on that changeup. Barreled it up. Just couldn't keep it between the lines.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Grayson Rodriguez out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Number 39 on the pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the late stages of game 1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground, right side. Holiday. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the 9th. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Mayo squeezes it, and there are 2 outs. 2 down, bases empty. Next is the designated hitter, Jake Bauers. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, bases empty. And that one is in for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Rolls across the diamond, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-1 ball game. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1, Robert Suarez.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Holiday, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Suarez, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Rips one to right. Tatis makes the play. 1 away.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the controlled command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. And it gets by him. Now, Dylan Beavers. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Hit in the air, left field. Larnach sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Mayo stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball,
He can do it and get it done, and a rare talent.
He's got it. Ball game. The Padres claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best, knowing that if I don't bring it today, we could lose. And nobody likes to lose, especially when you work this hard to play at this level. Nice win today.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
4-1.